Just letting ourselves be here in the room. Knowing where we are. Some kind of idea of what time of day it is. Knowing that we're with other people. I'm not trying to make ourselves relax or change anything about how we are, but just noticing the tone of our minds. Noticing the tone of our emotions. The physical feeling of the body and our awareness of it. Feeling of your 5 senses working. And just taking note of anything that you're holding on to in any way, or that's pressuring at you, mentally, emotionally, physically. And just noticing that you notice, not trying to change anything. Noticing the quality of your breath. Your breath will tell you everything about how you are. But not trying to change it, just knowing where we are. We can only be where we are, nowhere else. No judgment, no criticism. Just honestly recognizing where we are at this moment. We feel our feet against the floor. Our weight against the seat. Our spine rises up. Our hands are relaxed in our laps or on our knees. Our heads on our necks. Letting our face be soft, eyes be soft, mouth be soft, tongue. Letting go at the throat, letting go at the heart, being soft in the belly, and just being here. The breath coming and going of its own accord. We notice how our body rises and falls. We notice that we don't need to think our breath into existence or visualize it. The body breathes itself, and we can notice this. We don't try to still the thoughts in the mind. We just let the thoughts go past. Let them arise and pass away on their own. The breath comes and goes on its own. Emotions move on their own. And the senses work on their own. Taste in your mouth, the air in your nostrils, the physical feeling of being here, light coming in through your eyelids, sounds in the room and outside of the room. And we notice, but we don't attach. We let the thoughts pass by without trying to control them. And if there's any thing arising, holding on, criticism or judgment of self or other, we just note it and don't attach. As best we can. The sounds coming from outside this room, the sounds inside this room. And we notice that we can hear the silence behind the sound. That there is silence behind all of our senses, behind our breath. That we notice before these things. We exist before them. We're not visualizing silence. We simply know it, recognize it as the center of ourselves. And we begin to rest. In this unfolding peace. Without thinking about it or visualizing, we notice our breath has become lighter. We live one breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time. Experience life one breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time. Recognizing the silence within us. Not trying to meditate or to create silence or peace. Not trying to will ourselves into a state of consciousness. This silence is consciousness. It is our beauty, our truth. And if something arises in the mind and makes us grip, or we have pain in the body, pain in the heart or the emotions, if there's been a long story, times of difficulties, we simply let those things be there, but notice how they do not affect this fullness, this beauty that is the heart of you. We just stay like this. And we notice when effort or mind takes over. And we notice that mind and effort take over, that the emotions are too strong at times. But we notice who is it that is noticing, that is witnessing. Is it just the mind, or some part of the mind? Not trying to meditate, but simply resting in the space behind the breath, behind the senses, in the witness, the consciousness that notices, that is the source of the mind, the source of life. It is your beauty. It's as simple as this. Not spacing out or trancing out, not being anywhere else. Fully here, fully aware of the senses, fully alive, fully present, and yet not creating, not visualizing. But just experiencing yourself as life. You are the dynamic expression of life itself. Aware of yourself in the room, aware of the sounds outside. And such a blessing to be able to sit together in the field of truth and love, and to share peace with each other.